God, 2020 won't leave me alone. Hello! If you can hear the rain, I'm sorry, sometimes it be like that. If you're seeing this, you either found or got sent the link early, or you clicked through the description of the actual main 2019 Best List video where I ramble on about my life for a long time, and oh yeah, there's a list there. This is the way shorter and straightforward video for the exact same list, except it's way more easily consumable. Either way, 2019 was a great year for popular music, probably top 3 of the decade. If you don't know by now, the rules for a song to be eligible are that the song had to hit the top 40 of the Billboard Hot 100 during the 2019 chart period for 2 weeks, so December to November. This list season will be the last one with just those rules, so value them while you have them. Hope you understand that, because now it's time for the top 10 best hit songs of 2019. So, Bradley Cooper's on the best list. I'm shocked this song grew on me enough to make the actual list, especially in a year this strong, but yeah, it got there. I haven't seen A Star Is Born, I honestly have no idea if I ever will, probably not, but even if this is totally better in the context of the film, it works really well as its own song. Remember when we were scared this might get caught between years and make no year-end list? But then, oh shit, this is a #1 hit now because they sang it close next to a piano at the Oscars, and one of them sounded like shit, but everyone loved it anyways. They played that on the radio too. I specifically remember multiple times where they just took the audio from this performance and just played it on the radio for some reason. I mean, the radio's trying to stay relevant, and this was the only reason it got to #1, so, like, fuck it, sure. Either way, good acoustic song that's all low-key and calm, and then boom, Gaga's putting all the emotion in, and then it builds, and boom, Gaga's fucking screaming it. Don't act like this doesn't come on in the car and you're fucking emotionally yelling it too. If you deny it, you're a fucking fraud. There's a chance this is the final modern time Camila Cabello makes one of my best lists, cause Romance gave me very little hope for the future because she decided to say fuck her vocal range and her producers let her. I don't care what you say, they have chemistry, one of them's a good singer all the time now, and the instrumental and structure and all that are great. Everyone gave this detail shit, but it honestly makes me enjoy the song more. You have the joint chorus of I love it when you call me senorita, except Shawn Mendes sings I love it when you call pause senorita. It's really seamless, aka it doesn't halt the song, and it's a detail that shows they're trying to set up this vibe that they don't want to fuck up, and I appreciate that. It's this low because honestly outside of the summer, it's not the type of song I'm wanting to hear much, if at all, but in that one season, this is the sound. Now Camila, be fucking good again challenge. Time to shock the fuck out of everybody by putting a Billie Eilish song this low. Duh. It's the #1, it's the iconic one, it's like mid-tier on the album that is so fucking great. Yours truly calls it his favorite album ever, despite people not liking that fact for some dumbass and selfish reason. Again, this is just one of those absolutely incredible years, and you need to understand that I believe Billie and Finneas can make an album 50 times better than the debut one I love so much that I own on fucking cassette. So, other incredible songs from vastly inferior albums can find their way above those on my favorite album. That's just how I operate, you can take it or leave it. Anyways, again, this is one of the most iconic songs of the entire decade, and you know that's true because this was a radio hit despite the entire ending third of the song, and radio played this song in full anyways. It's infectious, incredibly unique even over a year later, and like there's not a whole lot I have to say here because so many other people are going to explain why Billie Eilish is good, and honestly, I don't even want to analyze Billie's songs because I just like them that much. You can give me all the shit for that, I don't care. This is an unlisted holdover video I wrote in 2 hours, what more do you want? I can't believe this was a hit, even if it missed the year end. The fact that this was a legit hit outside of that is nuts. You should make my earthquake. Make my earthquake. The love for this for me is definitely centered around my breakup and such this year. I mean, basically this whole list is, but this is the one where I'd like to explain here. You get this whole, you make my earthquake, please don't leave me, it's totally my fault thing with no explanation or reasoning for why it'd even be his fault, because it's just projecting that emotion based on all the self-hatred and shit you've built up over the years. And then you have Playboi Carti's verse, which as far as I'm concerned is just a bunch of fucking nonsense to represent the fucking incoherent blubbering as you fucking lose all composure. All over Tyler's best synth porn to date, and this odd-ass but fucking incredible song was a huge success because in 2019, things didn't make sense in a fun way. I need a drink. I think the biggest shock in this list for everyone will be how low this is. I bet everyone assumed this would be a lock for the top 3 at worst, considering again, Billie Eilish's debut album is my favorite album of all the 800-something albums I've ever heard. What do you want from me? Why don't you run from me? If it's weird to think Earthquake was a hit, it's fucking nuts to think this song was considerably bigger and made the year-end list for 2019 in the 70 range. This is the type of song that no other artist besides Billie Eilish at that specific time in her career could have turned into a hit. This sounds like one of those album cuts that's fucking fantastic but could never be a single, and this was a top 20 hit that got the full 20 weeks too. I mean, they put in direct audio of Billie getting her teeth drilled at the dentist and it sounds fucking great and fits the song. How the fuck did Phineas get that shit to work? On a hit! Seriously, these two are just going to continue to amaze the world and churn out some of the best music for years and years to come. Legendary shit.
When we all fall asleep, where do we go?
My best list is like 7 months late, and yet this song is still well within the top 20 right now anyways. This is one of the biggest songs of all time because everyone still genuinely likes it. Still sells well, still streaming well, and those radio numbers are still fucking huge. Nearly 40 weeks in the top 10. The record was like 33 weeks before this. And sure, I wish the bass line wasn't so blocky. Hell, Niall Horan completely stole it under everyone's noses for Cross Your Mind. And honestly, if you put Post Malone's vocals over that song's instrumental, it would be so much higher. But like, it's a nitpick. Everything else is so undeniably fantastic. Seasons change, but this never went cold. And that's enough corny bullshit for the day. This deserved better. I'm not shocked it didn't last too long, but I think it lasting as long as it did is a testament to the quality and also Halsey's star power. Bubblegum can be great too. And this is the kind of bubblegum that's not only great, but lasts a very long time too. I mean, this never wore off on me. This shit's still one of the most infectiously fun songs I have ever heard. Lyrics don't matter to me here. I don't speak Korean, and I translated the lyrics to make sure this didn't translate to anything saying I'm a pussy who's gonna die alone or whatever, so it's cool. Halsey's basically just a cameo on this song, but she's like the best part, so it's fine. I honestly wish she had all the choruses in the way she does the first, but like, that's a nitpick. They have 8 performers here, but like, they all do their own thing and no one's a weak link or blowing all the others out of the water. It's very balanced in the best way possible. Honestly, the best bubblegum on the market. I hope BTS make another song this fantastic again. At least none of their work has sucked since or even been mediocre. BTS are good. ARMY, seriously, I like them a lot. Please don't hurt me. I hate that this got caught between years and won't make any year-end list, because the fact that this was a legitimate top 10 hit in 2019 is fucking mind-blowing.
I feel you crumbling, my arms down to your heart of stone.
Post Malone getting a hit with Travis Scott isn't too weird. In fact, it makes so much sense. But like, Ozzy Osbourne getting a top 10 hit in 2019 when he has one top 10 hit besides this, and that was his only real Billboard hit. In general, because Black Sabbath hit the Hot 100 3 times and none of those songs were hits. And stuff like Crazy Train never hit the Hot 100 despite how iconic and well known that song is. But this was a hit. Post Malone, Travis Scott, Ozzy Osbourne with a guitar solo from Watt. A somehow perfect blend of Post Malone's style, Travis Scott's style, and Ozzy Osbourne's style, despite how different all 3 of those styles really are from each other. That shit's inspiring. And this shit was huge too. Like, culturally, so many people fucking loved this. If Billboard made mid-year-end lists, which they really should, this was huge enough that it would easily make it. It's fucking crazy to think this was a genuine success. This is one of those fucking phenomenal tracks that's going to be played for years and years to come, and to think this is only the 2nd best song on Post's album too. How did the fucking White Iverson guy end up here? I know a bunch of people, if not most people, are really confident what my number 1 for this year is, and they all think it was this huge landslide too. Well, to be honest, it was very close. I don't throw this around lightly. These are 2 of my top 10 favorite songs out of all the songs and everything that I've heard. Again, I don't say that lightly. The strong bond and connection I've grown to both of these songs are so strong and potent, and they really bring me right into the heart of this year. And I'll explain all of that in the real video for the 2019 list, but even if the obvious number 1 all of you predicted is at number 1, I again want to stress that this was the closest fight for the top I have ever had, and both of these songs deserve to be there. So just because this is number 2, it doesn't mean that this This is an incredibly special and absolutely magnificent.
Me and Kurt feel the same. Too much pleasure is pain. My girl spites me in vain.
Here it is. The best song Post Malone has ever made. It's the best song Young Thug's a part of too. Same goes for Louis Bell. This is gorgeous, haunting, again, super potent and special. The way it slowly builds, grows, evolves as it progresses. Post slowly puts more and more emotion into it as it happens. Before Thug comes in unhinged as all hell and not holding back. Before Post comes back putting in his absolute all into it, and he says his final words. No musical outro. The second he's done, it's the finale. There's no need to half-ass some musical passage at the end. It's over. The song's 2 minutes, 55 seconds, but it feels so much shorter. Not 1 second wasted, and it's all put to the best use it could be. Goodbyes by Post Malone, deserving of the best hit song of 2019.
I'm no good at goodbyes.
Before I officially reveal that my number one is When the Party's Over by Billie Eilish, I mean, let's be honest, what did you think? I mean, did you think it was going to be Knockin' Boots by Luke Bryan? Fuck you, of course it was going to be Billie Eilish's song. Anyways, here are the honorable mentions, scrolling by on the screen, because remember, this is a quickly made video. I'm not putting all the time into the honorable mention section. Who the fuck do you think I am? Not normal Andrew Prep, this video isn't even public, you buffoon. You absolute cock. This is a filler sentence, so they don't scroll at an obnoxiously fast pace. I have a lot of honorable mentions, and I don't want them flying through at a stupidly fast speed, because then you can't take them in. Okay, does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. I hope it does, you know? It seems pretty straightforward to me, so I hope it makes sense to you. Okay, cool. Anyways, yeah, of course the best song on my favorite ever album is at number 1 on this list. What the fuck did you expect?
Like it like, say I like it like that, like it like that.
Everyone else will tell you why musically this is fantastic, but the lyrical content is the real winning reason for this beating out Goodbyes, especially when you connect to it. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. My name's Andrew Prep. Once 2020 lets the fuck up, I'll be back at it actually making videos. Talk to you guys later.